Hi Julia, how we doing?
Doing good.
Welcome back. Thank you for coming in today. Um, Last time we just sat here and gathered information. You know, we went over your history and everything, your childhood, adulthood, all that, and I appreciate you opening up to me and informing me with everything. Um, you went over how you have a problem with self-acceptance and you've had issues with depression over the years, especially in your early childhood, you know, with your mother not being present as much and being introduced to drugs at such a young age because of your siblings, and then being introduced to domestic violence and stuff, which you now suffer, you stated, with depression and all that, which has affected your drug abuse and you relapse, and now your mom has your kids, and we wanted to go over today, last time we wanted to plan today, a treatment plan on, you know, your goals and everything and what you want to work on to be successful in life. How do you feel about that today?
I don't know, I'm just feeling a little bit like what's gonna make this time different.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm now dug myself into a hole again, and I always do this, and I have so much clean time, and I just feel like what's gonna make this time different? I'm gonna end up, getting clean time, and then what if something happens and my mental instability, I just choose to resort back again. So I'm struggling with that.
So I'm hearing you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed with everything, and you just don't know where to start in your recovery process, and you feel as though that what's the point? You just keep going right back. It's pretty much a revolving door.
It's like I want it, but I feel like I don't know where to start. I don't know I get anxiety around the whole thing. I don't know.
What causes the anxiety? Is there like a specific thing that sets you off?
It's like I'm just thinking, and I'm just like, okay, I need to do this, I need to do that, but what if this happens? How am I supposed to have treatment and go to work and be able to, still work on myself? And it just seems like too much.
Okay. So I just want to say that I hear you and I understand you and I accept where you are. But I want to shift and kind of say, what small goals can we kind of look at, like something positive we can work on, of not feeling this feeling of being overwhelmed?
I feel like my biggest stress and my biggest, setback has been my mental instability, not being able to focus, not being able to get out of the depression, just feeling kind of not good enough in a way, or not worthy of getting better. So I think that really stops me from even wanting to get out of bed in the morning, or even, I just down talk myself, I think, and it starts most of my days like that, and it kind of just snowballs into being like, okay, well, forget it today, maybe tomorrow.
So you're having a feeling that you're not worthy of getting clean. Like, what's the point?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I know that I want it. I know that there's so many reasons why I want to or why I need to, but it's just
can we talk a little bit more about why you want that change? Like, any specific reason?
Well, obviously I want to get my kids back.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's been probably the most depressing thing, where I wake up, they're not there, I'm so used to doing daily things, daily tasks revolving around them, that it kept me busy, kept me, focused, and now it's like, I feel like I don't have anything.
So you're feeling of not having purpose anymore because you don't have your kids?
Yeah.
Okay. What but what can we do differently? Because right now, we need to focus on you and getting yourself together. So what little goals can we do that's gonna help you move into that direction so we can be at that end goal?
I don't know, I think focusing on taking care of my mental health, obviously, trying to heal from some of the stuff that has caused me to relapse. I have anxiety around, obviously, the boy's dad coming home from jail, and now I'm in a worse place than I was before to kind of handle that, and I don't know, that's giving me a lot of anxiety, so I don't know how to go about, like, handling that situation and staying in control, because I always tend to people please, and it puts me more behind than I already am. So I think focusing on just like, I don't know.
Focusing on finding yourself so that you don't feel the need to have to please everyone to make yourself feel better.
It's like I rely on other people to make me happy, for me to have my own validation of happiness.
So with that being said, what are your main concerns about everything that's going on right now in particular?
Again, probably him coming home, just being anxious on that, wanting to help him and not really even being able to help myself right now. And my concerns around trying to work, keep the house, keep the car, obviously while struggling to, get clean. I want to be able to, I don't know, I just feel like I can't take the time right now to go inpatient or to do what I really need to do to get clean.
Okay, so I want to talk more about the goals that we can set here. So simplify it a little bit, what is the most important thing for you right now to start with? Treatment, okay. So how is your drug use and everything, how is it affecting the life that you have or that you want?
I mean, I'm just constantly have my mind on how am I gonna get my next one? How am I gonna get over here to do this before I go to work? How, if I don't wanna be sick. I'm just really just trying to maintain right now, and I feel like I can't get ahead of the maintaining my drug use to be able to even focus on work or for school or anything. So I just need to yes, my main goal is obviously just to get clean. That's my number one.
Well, I just want to say you should be proud of yourself because you are here and you keep continuing to come, even with all the uncertainties and everything that you're having, you continue to show up and want to seek that help. So that is showing that you have the determination and resilience to keep on trying. So you should be very proud of yourself for that.
Yeah, it's hard to feel like that sometimes.
Yeah, and that's okay. That's okay to feel that way. I want to go on back to what we were talking about. If you were to make this change, of quitting drugs and everything, what support or what would you need to help to maintain this goal that you have for yourself?
I feel like I definitely would need, I don't want to do maintenance drugs because I know that, been down that road before, I know that it's still reliant, makes me feel like I have to still be bound to being somewhere at some time to be able to make sure I'm not sick or feeling like shit all day. Sorry, but I just want to, I'm sorry, repeat the question again.
I said, what support or what would you need in order to achieve this goal of getting clean?
Okay, I think definitely it being in a program. I think a program is gonna be the best for me to be able to, you know, talk with others that are struggling with the same thing.
Okay.
I know whenever I was in the rooms, it had its pros and cons, but it definitely helped. I think having, you know, a sponsor or a mentor or somebody just to kind of check in on me and be like, what are you doing?
Okay. So I know you said that you didn't want to do maintenance drugs. You didn't want to do inpatient because of your job and everything. You feel like it'd be a lot because you have a house and bills and all that to manage. IOP could be an option. It's intensive outpatient program that you would go to for a couple hours a day, and you would have that support group and everything, and then talk about strategies and different techniques that you can use, and it gives you a room of people that are basically going through the same thing as you. And you said you would like a sponsor that would, you know, keep up on you and reflect your day with you and, you know, help you through the journey. So that could be an option as well. Or you said you could go to the rooms. So that's steps that we're taking in order to achieve this goal.
Yeah.
So would you be willing to maybe start IOP?
I'd be willing to try.
Okay.
I'd be willing to try. I think the hardest part is gonna be the actual initial stopping.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be sick.
Yeah.
And again, I know if I were to start maintenance drugs, I'm not gonna want to get off of them. I feel like I'm not gonna feel like I'm strong enough to do that. So I don't know if maybe I could do a weekend of detox before doing outpatient.
We do have 72-hour detox programs that we could call around and get you into maybe the closest one, if that is an option that you would want to take.
I'd be willing to see what they would offer. Yeah.
Okay. So I have a question. So if you would imagine your future in which this change occurred, you know, how would that look for you? Like if you were to get clean and stay clean, how would your life look?
It's like, it's crazy because I've done it before. I think that's the hardest thing for me, of knowing what life without drugs looks like, because I was there. You know, being able to wake up happy in the morning, not feeling like I have to rely on that, and being able to make breakfast with my kids and being able to take them to school without, you know, getting frustrated about the little things in the morning because I'm either, you know, waiting for them to go to school so I can get my fix, or so I think I know the peace of mind that comes with it. I think that would be like the biggest thing I look forward to, like in the future, of having peace of mind, of not having like to wake up every day just hungry for the high.
Yeah, not having that dependency on it.
Right. And I think that I have so many goals in like my career that I know that this, like, I can't live like this. I can't create a life around this. So I know that I would flourish in ways that I can't now because of, I'm either too scared to be seen because I'm, you know, people notice whenever I'm off or I'm, you know, hurting or sick, or, you know, when I'm nodding off and at work, you know, I can't live like that. People don't respect me. So I know what the future would look like, you know, being able to finally buy the house that I wanted, being able to pay off my car and not have to stress so much about money, being able to have my kids and taking them on trips, the extra money be able to use to go and do things with them. So I think that's what I look forward to the most. Feeling like I've wasted so much time, effort, money on my dependency on heroin. Yeah.
It sounds like you just want the independency to have your life back, in control of your control of your life. Right now you feel as though heroin, it has control of you. So having a positive lifestyle would be not having that urge and dependency on it, and just living with your kids, being happy,
Yeah.
doing activities with them, being a simple mom.
Definitely the simple things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those are the things that I miss the most. That I didn't realize that after having that for so long and then losing it again. Definitely created a void.
Well, you put the effort in before to get it all back. And
Yeah.
you're here today putting the same effort in. So we can use techniques and goals we can set for you that it will help you accomplish this. We're going to start with baby steps and work our way up. And it sounds like you want this change. You want the independence back for yourself to live a happy life.
Mm-hmm.
And you made this decision. You did. So
Yeah.
you should be proud of yourself. Even though you're feeling down and discouraged, I understand where you're at. You should still be proud of wanting to get that help.
Yeah.
So, how important would this change be to you on a scale of 1 to 10?
I mean, it's everything for me. But I think it's like probably like a 7 right now because I know that it's so much more than just my drug use that I'm struggling with. So
Can you explain to me why you picked the number 7? Why not 8 or 6?
it's like I want to say 10, but it's then again, it's that doubt of like, I love the feeling, right? So it's like, will I miss that? Will I forever just be searching for that like feeling like I was before? And then not being able to find that in like life in general, because when I get into my lows, my depression, it's like I do anything to escape it.
So what could we do to maybe make it an 8 or a 9?
I think finding things outside of my kids, now it's like not having them, it's like having to really look into yourself and be like, what actually makes you happy as like a person, like not relying on even my kids for my happiness or not relying on like anything, but like something that I truly enjoy to make me happy.
So you
I
wanna
think it's like
focus-
a hobby, something that's going to keep me busy outside of and kind of motivate me and keep me like to feel more fulfilled in life on doing things that make me happy.
So you want to focus more on finding yourself again.
Right.
Okay. So would that be a specific goal that you want to achieve?
Yeah.
Taking more time for yourself, finding new
Self-care.
hobbies, self-care, focusing more on that.
Yeah. I think the gym, that was one thing whenever I started getting high again that I just completely stopped doing. And it was something that made me so happy. I was like, I didn't struggle as bad mentally. I constantly was able to like, always walked out feeling great after being there. So I think that's something that I need to focus on doing again.
So do you want to set a simple goal for at least going to the gym, since that makes you happy? That's your me time. You feel more clarity about yourself when you go there. Do you want to set a specific, how many times you go a week, or how would that look?
Yeah, I think I need to force myself to do that again, even if I'm feeling weak, or just to walk through those doors feels good. So I think maybe scraping together some money to get my membership again would be like what I would want to do, and maybe going twice a week to start. I was going 5 days,
So I hear that money might be an issue since you have to, you said, scrape the money.
yeah.
What other ways could we maybe exercise that would help you? Instead, if you can't afford the gym, is there any things you can do to exercise that doesn't cost money?
I mean, yeah, I used to take walks in the mornings. after I would take the kids to school, I would take a walk, clear my head. But I just hadn't been motivated enough to be able to even want to get out of bed, let alone take a walk.
Well, do you want to start with just a simple, achievable goal that we can do? Maybe just taking one walk a week around your block.
Yeah, I think I could do that. If I wasn't feeling sick, or I think maybe just, I don't know. Yeah, I think that would be achievable. I think I could commit to that.
Is there something else that might be
No, I think that'd be good.
better for you?
I think that's pretty, I think that'll do it. Yeah.
I think that would help you with, having your time to yourself, finding yourself, having your thoughts cleared, and the quietness and the nature would benefit you.
Yeah.
So, to make this goal, what support or what options can we do? You said that you wanted to do IOP and everything, and then we talked about going to a weekend detox as well. You said you were willing to do that. You said you have your mom as support. Is there any other support that you would need through this journey, or anything that you would need that I could do that would help you better to achieve this overall goal that you have for yourself?
I don't really know at this time. I don't really know what it would take exactly. I think it's just about maybe getting in before I change my mind again, because I feel like I'm constantly on the teeter-totter of feeling defeated, but I want it, but can I actually get it? And I feel like I just need to do it. I think that's the number one thing, that push to just be like, okay, we have a bed ready, just let's do it, kind of mentality. So, I don't know.
And that's okay to feel like that. We can get you in the bed, but I just want to make sure that you're willing to go and do this. You sound like you're a little bit skeptical about the situation.
Yeah.
So if you want to start out with IOP, maybe getting into the rooms or something smaller, than just diving into detox, we can do that as well. It's your time, however you want to do this.
Mm-hmm. I guess I would just need to think about it then.
Okay. And would this be some of the barriers that might challenge you through the journey that you'll have, is having that feeling of, I'm not worthy to get clean?
Yeah, I think it's dealing with my mental health after even I get clean. I think that's going to be the biggest barrier.
Okay. Well, I'm here to help you through this journey. Whatever you need, that's why I'm here. We're going to start off with smaller goals to be able to overall achieve the goal that you have of getting clean and staying clean and having that simple, peaceful life that you want. So during this session, you started off a little skeptical about, getting into treatment and all that. I feel as though now that we've went over some goals and values that you have and looked into the future and scaled the importance on getting clean and staying clean for not only you, yourself, but for your children, I feel as though we might be on the right step of getting to the end goal, which is staying clean. We're gonna maybe try out with IOP first, see how you feel about that. We're not gonna jump into more than that. And then we've also stated that you're gonna work on a goal, which is going for a walk at least once a week to help you clear your head, clear your mind, and focus on finding yourself again. Because I feel like that's what really matters to you, is loving yourself for who you are. You're having the feeling of being overwhelmed and defeated because you don't feel as though you're worthy enough, which you are. And like I said, you should feel proud of yourself for coming in here today, trying to get the help, having that resilience and determination of keep coming back even after you fail, which is okay. Everybody fails. happens in life. So I think that's where we're at right now. We're gonna start off with the simple goals and work our way up. You know, I wanted to say I appreciate you coming in today and opening up about everything. We have a plan set in motion. I want to keep following up every week with you, you know, same time, same week, same time, same day. I apologize. How would you feel about that?
I guess that would be okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna make some phone calls today about IOP and all that, and we will talk about that more next week.
Okay.
And I want to hear how your walk went.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I want to hear all about that.
All right. Thank you. I really appreciate you.
No, thank you, Julia. I want to say you're doing really well, and you should be proud of yourself.
Thank you. All right.
You have a great day, honey.
Thank you.